This video was filmed on February 27th of 2021. As you see there, we were at the Adams Lake State Park, and we found this in our Passport for Ohio book. This is a really pretty park. It has a nice small lake. This is the entrance and the drive-in, and you can see there that it has the nice lake. And I think coming up that's their restrooms they have there. They were closed that day. Of course, February is still pretty heavy in the pandemic. And coming up, you can see they have like a nice park. I think it's called Frisbee Golf or something like that. I think they had that set up there. And they had a nice parking area. And they even had a really nice loop at the end. I don't think you can see it in this. But Mark and I decided to walk the path along the lake, and it was so pretty. I'm glad I did. It's so funny seeing the snow on the ground. I don't know how it is where you guys are, but this is currently August, and it has been so hot and humid in Ohio. I think there's been a heat wave across the United States, but here in Ohio, it's been crazy. So it almost seems pretty refreshing. It wasn't really cold this day. It just felt great, and it was a nice day for a hike. I'll go ahead and apologize now that the film is a little shaky. I had some boots on, and they were some older winter boots, and I thought that it was going to be a lot more muddy and slushy where we was at here at this Adams Lake State Park. But it actually was really nice. You'll see here in a little bit, we go on another trail, and it really wasn't. It was nice and graveled, and I really wish I would have worn gym shoes this day. But my boots were really awkward, and I don't have them anymore. Like, this was the last time I ever wore them. But you really get a nice view of the entire lake on this paved walkway, and you have access to the parks. There's picnic tables by the playground, and I think there was a couple shelters there. It's pretty nice. This is a very small park. It's not something I would go out of my way to go to, but if you're in the area and you just want a nice quiet park to go for a short hike, or looks like there was fishing available, I'm sure you would need a Ohio fishing license, but there was people there. You could see that there was evidence of fishing. And if you want a nice place for your kids to play or a nice trail to walk, it's definitely a nice park to stop by. Be a nice one to have a picnic, especially if you live nearby. It smelled so good on this hike too. It was all the pine trees. You could just really smell it rich in the air. There's a really cute bridge coming up, and it made for nice some photo opportunities. There's some of the picnic tables there. And it seems like it would be very comfortable to get you a couple chairs and sit there by the water and go fishing. It seems like it would be a really nice park to do that. I don't know how well stocked the lake is or anything like that. Sometimes these paved trails are the best. Here's the bridge I was telling you guys about, and the water was flowing underneath of it, and it was so peaceful. Mark and I just stood there for quite a while. You can probably get glimpses of the family that was in front of us. They had some pretty small children, and it didn't seem like they had any problems hiking any of the trails. I just love the look of this bridge. It's so peaceful, especially with the snow on the ground. I thought it would be a really nice place to do family photos. It just looks really nice there. The park seemed to be really clean. There's Mark. I know you guys probably hear me call him Mark a lot in these videos, and we go by Mo and Jen. Mo is his nickname, and I've just always called him Mark. I wish I would have got a closer look at that bench you guys just seen. It was donated in memory of someone, and Mark and I sat there for a while. This is a trail we're going on. You can see they just have A, B, C, and D. And we thought we were going to take the CD loop, but it was actually just a really small, narrow trail, and it was really muddy, and it really didn't go that far. You could see the entire trail by just staying on the A to B loop. And I believe that it said on the sign there that no dogs on the trails, but on the website it said dogs were able to be there on leashes. So if you ever find yourself at this park and you have a pet, I would probably clarify with maybe the park ranger's office and see what their policy actually is. Right here is that little CD loop. We wasn't sure at this point, but once we got at the top, we realized that it was just a small loop, and we could actually see right through the woods the entire loop. And like I said earlier, it was kind of muddy and very narrow, and like I said, I had those horrible boots on, and I wasn't risking being on any unlevel ground. They really carved this pathway out nicely with the gravel and making the steps. So it wasn't too steep. It kind of gave you a break between steps, so it's a very moderate trail. This is one of the first times that I realized while we were hiking that it was just getting harder and harder for me to breathe. And since then, since this video, I've been diagnosed with emphysema. You'll hear me talking in some future videos about going to the doctor, getting chest x-rays and all that. Those large mounds there that I'm pointing at and zoomed into, those were ant hills or ant mounds. There's just a picture of me on the bridge. I had to mark in the background, but I kind of suck at editing, so you just got me in that one. There's Mark walking on this little boardwalk. There was like a few of these going throughout the park, and it was really nice. Look at the leaves. Leaves on the ground. About to see that here real soon. I'm ready for fall. Just a break in the weather, period. Here's just a few pictures of our hike. I hope you guys really enjoyed this. If you did, be sure to give us a thumbs up. And we have some pretty big updates coming in the beginning. This restaurant cracked me up. Those are shower curtains behind us. And they had these little gold hats on the table, and Mark had one. I think they were getting ready for St. Patty's Day. So here's me putting this sticker in our book. So be sure to give this a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe, guys. Thanks for watching. We appreciate each of you.